PBR Lincoln is happening this weekend at Pinnacle Bank Arena, and for the second year in a row, I am joined by fellow Nebraskan and bull riding enthusiast Larry the Cable Guy. Thanks for joining us.
Well, it's always good to be on with you, Rebel. Thank you so much. I enjoy it. We're going to have another big event. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, it appears in the last year you have continued your bull habit. We're chatting today
Uh,
because you're bringing a very special bull to PBR Lincoln, which we'll talk about in a minute. But your love for bull riding and PBR is really nothing new. But give us a little insight into kind of how you got involved with the PBR and the sport of bull riding.
well, I grew up on a farm in Nebraska, and my dad, we always go horse riding ever since I was a kid, but we go to the Little Britches Rodeo ever since I was a little kid. And I kind of just grew up at small town fair rodeos, and I just fell in love with it. Then the PBR came around. And, I used to watch a Mesquite Championship Rodeo on TV all the time. And then PBR came about. And then I started sponsoring a bull rider. I started sponsoring Tater Porter in Florida. And man, we just started going to the PBR every year, started following Tater around, and I just got into it. So I went from had BJ Schumacher in the PRCA. Then I got me a rodeo team. I had ropers and, Britt Buckus. And I had a Shalley Lord was my barrel racer. And I had ropers. But I was just loving it. And then I said, it'd be kind of cool to start doing some bulls. I love that. And then, my wife grew up on a big old 3,000 acre Black Angus cattle ranch. So she loved the same stuff. So I just started putting my name on bulls. Then I started here in the last 5 years, I started buying bulls with a buddy of mine because then I bought the 2 years, what was the 2023 World Finals arena. I bought 4 of their chutes at the back pins, and I got like a really cool practice arena in my house, and not in my house. So it's just been fun, and I got all of this, which is amazing. I got all my bulls and back pins. I got them all on Amazon gift cards. So I think that's the cool thing.
Oh my. Oh, that's a hoot. Well, you have a pretty cool sidekick, Mr. Koolie, who will be joining you this weekend at PBR Lincoln. Last year when he was out to serve as the bounty bull, I believe Dalton Krantz rode him, and I think he lasted 2.01 seconds. Do you see that
Yeah,
happening again this year?
Mr. Cooley is 59-4, I believe, in the PBR. And these guys, that's why I'm putting up the money. I'm putting up 10 grand if anybody can ride him. I feel pretty safe because they're already going to be on two Saturday night. So the chances of your third bull of the night being Mr. Cooley, that's probably a good bet for me. If he does ride him, more power to him. But it'll be fun for people to see him. Mr. Cooley, just a beautiful bull, just a great bucker. I'm really proud of him. I had Chicken on a Chain, in 2000. I believe it was 2008 and 7 where he won Bull of the Year. So man, he stacks up like, I don't know if he stacks up like Chicken, but he's close. He's a really good bull. So I'm looking forward to it. Just fun to go watch it happen.
Yeah. Well, I'd say you have a 93% buck off rate on your side. So I don't know. I'm kind of siding with you. I think you'll get to keep your 10 grand maybe. Well,
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so.
yeah. Well,
In the first 2 years of my marriage, that was my wife's buck off rate,
oh my
93%.
gosh. Okay, well, be honest. If you had to get on Mr. Cooley for 8 seconds, what would be your game plan?
If I got on him,
Yeah.
well,
You
the
said
first
you have
thing I
practice pins at your house. I'm surprised you're not practicing every day.
well, if I got on Mr. Cooley, the first thing I would do would be to adjust my will. and make sure the kids are taken care of and my wife because I will definitely be killed probably. Look, I'm older now, so if I fall off a step ladder, I'm up, I'm done for 7 months. So I
Fair enough.
I'm definitely not getting on him. I do have a couple bulls though that you can lead around with a lead rope and put kids on.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I don't think they'll probably be in the draw this weekend, but I look forward to seeing videos on social media of you doing just that. Well, I've seen, speaking of social media, I've seen lots of stock contractors through the PBR giving their bulls pep talks before their rides. Do you give Mr. Cooley any hype talks, or is he more of a let his actions do the talking kind of bull?
You, we'll let his actions do the talking. I'll I'll bring him some fudge stripes. He loves fudge stripes, and then after the fudge stripes, he likes fudge stripes. I He also likes Rice Krispie squares. Um, uh,
Are you
but
joshing me,
I'm
or do you actually give him those as snacks?
no, he gets some fudge stripes. He doesn't do the Rice Krispie squares. I actually had a mini Highlander that loved Rice Krispie squares, but um, and a Shetland pony liked Rice Krispie squares. No, every now and then he'll get a fudge stripe, but that'd be about it. You know what they really like? They love peppermints.
Really?
Oh yeah, he'll stick his tongue out there, grab a peppermint. But I don't. I only feed him on the other side of the fence. I'm still too chicken to get close to him.
Yeah. There's just something about the mental picture of a bull eating a fudge stripe before bucking someone off that just.
You know
uh,
what? Exactly. Well, I got a bunch of 2-year-olds that we're going to dummy buck at my place tomorrow. I wish I would love to just get those newborn calves and raise them. I'm always jealous of the people when I watch them, like the girl, I can't remember her name, but I can't remember the bull, but that is a great bucking bull. But she can go in there and just hug on him and sit on him. And, I wish I could do that. You get around these animals and I just love them. So,
Sounds like you need
um,
to buy more fudge stripes then.
I guess so. I guess so.
Oh, awesome. Well, obviously we're chatting today because the PBR Lincoln event is happening on Saturday. What would you tell someone who is on the fence about coming out?
Well, you shouldn't be on the fence. It's a really fun event. It's something different that doesn't come through Lincoln a lot. Well, once a year, we do the bull, but these are like, if you follow bull riding and people that don't follow bull riding is such an exciting sport and toughest sport on dirt, as they say. And you're not getting just locals; you're getting people from all over. This is kind of like I like to golf, so if you're in the golf or you watch golf at all or know how any of that works, it's like the Corn Ferry Tour. It's like the Step Below NASCAR. It's like these guys are really, really good bull riders. They're just trying to work up their points and dollars to get into the big show. And some of them have been in the PBR and then went down to the lower level. So it's really good bull riding. You're going to see some great, great cowboys and some of the best bulls in the world. We have PBR bulls, obviously. So what you've seen on the PBR, if you're a fan of the PBR and you've seen those bulls buck, you're going to see some of them here. And that's what's fun about it. It's a fun event. It doesn't take all night. So you're not going to be bored. We've got 8 shoots, so there's one after another, one after another, one after another. So it's not like going to a little rodeo where you gotta wait all day for some guy to get ready. So it's action packed, and so come on out, see. We did great last year, and so it's always nice to show Texas and Oklahoma that us folks in Nebraska like bull riding just as much as they do, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yeah. Well, heard it here first. Come on out to PBR Lincoln this weekend. Watch some great bull riding. Maybe bum some fudge stripes. You never know what could happen.
You know what? I'll make sure I start throwing some out to the crowd or something.
Awesome.
Now I gotta bring fudge stripes.
Oh, darn it. Well, I think that's incentive enough to come. Well, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing a little bit about Mr. Koolie.
No, you got a rebel. Thank you so much, and hopefully I'll talk to you again same time
Yeah,
next year.
sounds good. It's a plan.
All right, get her done. Everybody in Nebraska, Kansas, Iowa, come on out and see us.